Hi, I am Sam. Let's talk about one of the biggest parrots in the world, Macaw. Macaw's big size and vibrant colors make them hard to overlook. These social birds can create a racket when they feel so inclined, and their clownish ways are sure to draw attention. Although their large beaks can be intimidating, a well-socialized macaw can be a friendly and affectionate companion. Their colors come in blue, green, red. Their size is large. They can live up to 30 plus years. Their sounds are more like a vocal communicator. Their interaction with people is highly social. There are other birds in this family: blue and gold macaw, which is blue and yellow macaw, green-winged macaw, Hans macaw, hyacinth macaw, scarlet macaw, etc. Let's look at quick facts. A macaw's facial feather pattern is as unique as a fingerprint. Macaws are sexually monomorphic, meaning that they have a single form, structural pattern, or genotype. Macaws are frugivorous, granivorous, and florivorous, and feed on seeds, fruit, figs, palm nuts, leaves, nectar, and flowers. Most species of macaws have a bare facial area, which can flush pink when excited. Their diet and nutrition is based on macaw food. Macaws are known as the giants of the parrot world. The hyacinth macaw is the longest parrot, with a head to tail length of nearly 40 inches. Macaws have long tail feathers as well as big beaks. Macaw adaptations include large, curved, powerful beaks designed to crack open hard nuts and seeds. These parrots have a long, streamlined physique and colorful feathering, ranging from the hyacinth macaws, hyacinth blue, to the scarlet macaw, scarlet red coloring. Some macaw species have bare facial patches. Macaws are informally classified into two groups: large macaws and mini macaws. The large macaws include those of the Ara. These blue macaws include the hyacinth, along with the critically endangered Lear's macaw and Spix macaw. The mini macaws are much smaller and include those from the genera Diopsitaka, Orthopsitaka, and Primordius. Although there are 18 living species of macaws, not all commonly get adopted by people. The commonly kept companion macaw species include the following, listed by common name and scientific name: blue and gold macaw, green-winged macaw, Hans macaw, hyacinth macaw, scarlet macaw, military macaw, and severe macaw. Some of these species have other common names. For example, the blue and gold macaw is sometimes called the blue and yellow macaw, and the military macaw is sometimes called the chestnut-fronted macaw. Macaws are native to the southern portion of North America, Mexico, plus Central America and South America. Evidence shows that the Caribbean also had native macaw species, which are now extinct, such as the Cuban macaw and the St. Croix macaw. They inhabit rainforests, as well as grasslands and grassy woodland type areas. Macaws and other parrot species native to the Amazon basin, such as Peru, have been observed eating from clay licks, which researchers believe is a way for the parrots to neutralize toxins found in some of the foods they consume in the wild. Some species of macaw are endangered or at risk of extinction, according to the IUCN Red List. 9 species are currently at the most risk. 3 macaws are critically endangered: glaucous macaw, blue-throated macaw, and Spix macaw. 3 macaws are endangered: Lear's macaw, great green macaw, and red-fronted macaw. 3 macaws are vulnerable: hyacinth macaw, military macaw, and blue-headed macaw. A macaw needs a cage tall enough to prevent its tail feathers from hitting the cage bottom, which can cause the tail feathers to bend or break. Overall, a macaw needs a much larger cage and play stand than other parrot species, so a potential owner should take space considerations into account. In their natural habitat, macaws feed on native seeds, fruits, flowers, leaves, palm nuts, figs, nectar, and in some regions, clay from exposed riverbank. The dietary needs of some macaw species differ from that of other parrots because they need more fat in their diet. The white macaw's diet tends to be high in fat, which is acceptable for a bird that spends its day flying through the rainforest, finding food, nesting, and rearing chicks. Companion macaws tend to have a much easier life than their white counterparts, but they miss out on the ability to forage for their food, a behavior that comes naturally. Macaws are a force to be reckoned with. Everything about them is big, from their voices to their attitudes. Even the mini macaws are big on the inside. Colorful and often raucous, they call attention to themselves even when quiet. Although to the macaw seems formidable and may bluster and carry on, those who share their lives with these magnificent friends know that they contain surprisingly loving hearts and sensitive natures. Macaws can be quite playful and love toys they can chew up, especially items made of wood. A pet macaw will need a consistent supply of appropriate toys and other safe items to destroy. Sorry. The cost of a stable supply of toys should be factored into the monthly pet budget. Macaws are intelligent birds that also thrive on activities designed to challenge them, such as foraging activities. A macaw might make a game out of spooking people by leaning forward and lunging toward them. This is not done as an unaggressive gesture, but more for the reaction it causes. In general, a well-socialized, positively interacted with macaw can be a gentle pet. Macaws from the Arach genus, such as green-winged, scarlet, and blue and gold macaws have a bare facial patch, which turns flush when excited. Large macaws have equally large vocalizations, and their squawks and screeches can be quite loud and ear-piercing. A potential macaw owner needs to take a macaw large sound into consideration, especially if he or she lives in an apartment or has nearby neighbors. Macaws can be taught to talk, and they might also be inclined to whistle or to imitate sounds and noises they hear inside and outside the home. Macaws can be prone to feather destructive behaviors. If a complete veterinary exam rules out medical causes of feather plucking, boredom, and lack of appropriate mental stimulation can be a cause. Offer your macaw an enriched environment with plenty of opportunities for play and exercise, such as climbing nets and ropes, in addition to toys. Macaws are also more susceptible to proventricular dilatation disease, beak and feather disease, psittacosis, beak malocclusion, and aspergillosis. Regular health checkups by an avian veterinarian can help diagnose and treat many disease processes early on. It is normal for a macaw to sneeze a few times a day to clear out dust or dander from its nails, which might be accompanied by a clear discharge. If the sneezing is persistent or the discharge is not a clear color, contact your avian veterinarian. It's time to get a macaw. Would a macaw be a good pet? That depends on you. Adding a macaw to your family means considering if you have the room, the time, the personality, and other factors that make a macaw a good companion for you. Because macaws need spacious accommodations and are long-lived, adding a macaw to the family needs to be thoroughly thought through. Macaws are most likely to be sold in avian specialty stores or from bird breeders. They are also sometimes available for adoption from avian rescue organizations. It's all for Macaw. Thank you.